On the liquidity side, basically, in case you guys missed that or didn't really understand, according to Michael Howell's liquidity index, global liquidity is rising, and that means that in the next few months, we're going to see a rally in Bitcoin, and I do believe this is going to also spill over into altcoins, but we'll get to that in a second. For now, we'll just focus on Bitcoin. Another reason why I think Bitcoin is going to see a pretty sizable rally in the next few months has to do with gold. Some of you guys might have seen on Twitter/X that a few people were posting about the fact that Bitcoin basically tends to lag gold by a few months. I believe this is something that Michael has found in his research as well, but Bitcoin tends to lag gold by around 3 months. People have found it's like, I guess there's a range. There's this chart which you may or may not have seen. It didn't really get much traction, but judging by this post, only 405 views. So chances are you haven't seen this chart, but this is basically looking at Bitcoin lagging gold, and you can see that it lags between 90 to 180 days, which is a pretty wide range. But I do think that in the next, well, I mean, based on my own analysis, it's roughly around 100 days. But what do you think that gold is probably going to cool off over the next couple of months while we see a rally in risk assets, including crypto? But the key takeaway here is that you saw a massive 3 candles higher here in gold, and it's really fascinating. And I should actually zoom out to the monthly here on Bitcoin so you guys can get a better perspective. The monthly chart on Bitcoin here, again, don't focus too much on the levels or anything, just focus on the pattern. And you can see the pattern looks very similar to what gold was doing here when it broke out basically of this bull flag. You can see that, I guess it was in November, December last year, which of course you guys will remember, November, December was when risk assets saw a huge rally. And of course that corresponded to gold going down, no surprises there. And then of course you basically saw like this bull flag form and a massive rally higher. And now you're probably going to see gold cool off for a few months. And it looks like Bitcoin is going to do the same thing here, where it's similarly painting a bull flag. And then that kind of foreshadows that in June, July, August, that we would see basically like 3-month candles of like up only in a really, really massive rally. And this is what I expect is going to happen, and I do think that altcoins are going to follow.